Number one thing that affects bloggers and writers from growing. We talk about SEO, storytelling, niche, market, sales, all we want. But what is really the number one thing that stops us from going? And it's just a pain. I'm going to talk about that right now. Be sure to watch from start to finish. And right at the end of the video, I'm going to talk about a really important thing that you need to know so that you can grow exponentially. Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Lucci. If you are new here, welcome in. So glad to have you around. And if you have always been here, welcome back. We're going to talk about, why are so many bloggers and writers just hitting a pitfall? I don't have these crazy success stories that I made 10K blogging. I've had 100K reads, or I've had millions of clients, because I'm just going to be straight up honest with you. I don't know everything, and I'm just learning. I just started. The number one thing literally holding you back is getting started and trying to be so dang freaking perfect all the time. In my videos, in my content, like you guys, you're probably trying to make every blog post perfection. You're trying to make every writing the bomb. And that's what I try to do too. I try to make all my videos perfect. I try to make all my content perfect, but that just cripples you. That slows you down. It suffocates you, and you never truly grow. It's okay if not every blog post is perfect. Like every video that I watch, I'm like, oh God, I could have said that and this would have been like the bomb. But your community wants to be involved with that process with you. Your people want to be involved with that journey with you. I truly commend those writers out there who do their research, who say, I know all this stuff, I can't wait to start writing. But you have to get started first. You need to know, is this something I'm going to do daily? Is this something I'm going to do once a month, once every 2 weeks? You need to know your flow. You need to know what you're going to do. And you need to know if this is for you before you even do back-end logistical work. Because I came into YouTube not knowing what the freak I was doing. I just posted videos, threw stuff on the ether, and then realized I wrote more than I spoke sometimes growing up. Writing was my song. It was my heartbeat, and I could sculpt my life on a page, and it was incredible. You need to just throw things at a wall and see what sticks.
You're trying to hit the wall and see if you stick.
You can completely just crap on my advice, not listen, and say, okay, I actually want everything to be perfect. But what's going to happen if all of your blog posts are perfection? You're just going to be a figure. You're not going to be a mentor. You're not going to be inspiring. You're not going to be relatable. You're not going to be like, oh, this is someone I want to follow because they've been through this. You're just a regular person. It's not that you don't have enough reads. It's not the fact that you're not getting readers or you're not making enough money or all of these excuses. It starts with you. It's not this crazy algorithm or the fact I'm not growing. Everything starts with yourself. I am a workaholic. I'm a perfectionist. I want everything to be the bomb. And, I was just wondering, what am I going to say? What am I going to do in this video? But ourselves is what prevents us from anything. It's not your algorithm. It's not you're not getting reads. It's yourself. Community is slowly but surely growing. We still don't even have a community name, but don't be afraid to go in my comment section and talk about what you do. Talk about your blog. Talk about your writing, because you add to our community. This is a community. You can talk about what's going on. You can talk about your life and just be open. I'm not going to shun you. We're in this together. This is our journey. Yes, half the time I'm freaking in Dexter's laboratory testing crap. I'm watching videos, doing research on SEO, watch time, how to give and how to help and how to do that. But the other half, I don't know what the freak I'm doing. I'm just being myself. I'm just being raw, and I'm just trying to just have a good time and just make you smile, make you happy, and help you get out of that crap hole you're in. Because most of the time, most of the YouTuber, bloggers, writers on how to grow, they're just making videos for the sake of making videos. But most of the time, they probably don't even care. They're not out here to actually make an impact and help. But I want to change your life. I want to help you and help you just be the writer and blogger you wish to be, and just help you become that person that I know you have in you. And it's sad to say that this sounds so alien, but there's a lot of creators out there who just don't want to give. In my head, I think about, what do you want to see? So don't be afraid. Go in that comment section. Talk about what you want to see from me. What do you want from me? I'm here to do what you want, and I'm going to give what you want. So don't be afraid to just talk about what you want to see. I know this sounds really cliche. This sounds really baseline, but getting out of bed and getting that first blog post out there is something to clap for. It's something to celebrate, because you put yourself out there on the web. You wrote on the web, and you took a risk, and that's that's a milestone in itself. You didn't care what people thought. You didn't care that you were gonna get hate comments. You didn't care that someone was gonna make, you know, you look bad. You just put something out there, and that's amazing. As I promised, like I said, if you stay to the end of the video, yes, you know, I'm gonna show you, you know, a quick story right here that's going to be coming up. I did a call-in with Ashley Christ. Ashley Christ is a stream coach who helps streamers on Twitch. She's one of the best people who helps streamers. And you know, like I said, I wanted to bring writing on Twitch. So I'm going to show you a quick clip that we did about kind of this whole dilemma of just starting.
What's your question for us today?
Well, I don't have a question quite yet, but I just want to say, like, thank you so much for everything you've done for, like, the Twitch world and the Twitch page. And I actually found you on YouTube. The first video I watched was how to get more viewers on Twitch, I think. And then, oh, sorry, I'm really nervous.
That's okay.
And then when I watched it, I was like, oh my God, like I went on your blog, and then your whole story just completely changed my life. I was in a really dark time. I with social anxiety, depression, anxiety in general. This was such a blessing to just find you, and you just made a big change for me, and thank you so much.
Aww. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. That's amazing. I'm so glad that I guess I've it's so weird for me to think or to say like I've inspired you or made you feel better, but I'm so like honored and humbled and just very happy for you. I'm so happy for you. And I know like you're gonna go out there and crush it. I'm so impressed with everything that you've done with like being as young as you are and just jumping headfirst into content creation in the way that you have is so impressive to me. I wish that I had done it when I was your age. I think there's so much potential out there now for young people to get involved and to really like step it up and to be, because you're the next leader. Like you're a generation. You guys are the next leaders. You can definitely step it up now, and it's amazing to see. So thank you so much. Oh. I'm not gonna cry. Oh.
I'll cry with you.
Aww. Nice. Okay. Well, you slay it in school, okay? Kill the game in school.
Question.
Kill the game in content.
The question came. The one question is like, I know, like, I guess both of us kind of had this, like, where, like, we decided to kind of make our own, like, lead in something. For example, you led the streaming influence to help streamers, and I did my lead to help writers. Like, what is your advice for that? You don't really have that backup. You kind of have to make your own lead for it.
Yeah. So I think growing influence and, like, being a leader, developing authority, it doesn't come from being perfect at the thing and then talking about it a lot, and all of a sudden now, you've gotten this reward of, hey, I have finally achieved this perfection, and so now I can be this authority figure and leader. I think that you can absolutely like develop authority and develop leadership from forcing yourself to be in that position at the same time, because everyone knows that you're younger. I think that it would be really great for you to focus more on the narrative of like the journey to become a leader, right? Not trying to kind of put yourself into the position or give off the air of, hey, I know a lot about writing, and I know I've done a ton in my life, and I've done this and this and overcome all these things. And while that may be true and those stories are going to be very powerful at some point, I still very much believe right now that you're still on your path and you're still on your journey. And that is actually a really powerful place to be, because people get involved in other people's journeys. Like, human beings think in terms of narratives, right? We think beginning, middle, and end. So getting people involved in that process with you and just teaching things as you go and being vulnerable and authentic and saying like, hey, I'm not perfect now, but I'm learning, and I really would like to share this with all of you. So I'm just learning and sharing as I go. A lot of people have built very powerful brands, very powerful businesses, built amazing communities because they just learned something and then they shared it. So that's the perfect area for you to be right now. If you're like super passionate about the writing thing and the content creation stuff, like just keep learning, keep sharing, but make sure that you maintain that authenticity along the way. So Lucci, I think with you, it's don't say things like, I figured this out, right? Don't approach it from that perspective of someone who has 100% figured out this content creation thing. I think you need to be honest and you need to tell people like, I'm still learning and I'm still learning, I'm still figuring this out, but I really want to help writers. I really believe in this. Like, I really love this. Whatever it is, I think that you really need to approach it from a place of honesty and not a place of authority, because you haven't like written a book yet. You haven't, you don't have like a massive blog. You haven't like seen some kind of large success with this yet, right? So you don't want to speak from the position of someone who has. You want to be authentic. Just real. So instead of like doing things, there's not really anything you need to do. I think you just need to say and make sure that the things that you say during your videos reflects that you're still very much learning.
That was deep. But you might not take this as right fully because it's hard. It's hard not to see results. It's hard not to see growth. It's hard not to wake up every day and not see you're getting reads and you're getting what you want. But it's all about little wins you implement each day. You don't do this 5-step plan. It's each day you implement, and each day you be yourself. You're being vulnerable, you be authentic, and you just learn and grow with your community, and you show that I'm not perfect. But yes, this is when quantity over quality really does make a difference. But yes, don't forget to find your place in the writing space. I hope you're ready to join our journey with us. Don't forget to subscribe, youtube.com/Mercy Overwatch. I'm trying to change that URL because my name used to be that. I was obsessed with that character, but youtube.com/Lucci does what we're aiming at. So go out there and crush it for me, okay? I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Kindly begin again work. You'll never get past the 1% barrier. How can we know for sure unless we try it? What's gonna happen is you'll watch Fiery die again.